Hello and welcome to our postmortem presentation for Poravity. Our core design team consists of Tristan Berger, our lead programmer, Kalal Gwynn, our tutorial designer, Cheryl Smith, our level designer, and Kevin Thomas, our lead designer. In addition to our original 4 members, we would like to thank our artist and audio technician who helped us make this game shine. Together over the past 4 months, we've collaborated to create the final product you see here. Poravity is a third-person arcade-style arena shooter that allows players to quickly and intuitively manipulate their environment by altering their gravitational inversion and intelligently using player abilities in a multiplayer competitive environment. Our game is designed for PC with a target demographic of ages 16 to 20, featuring a standard team deathmatch and an interesting take on Capture the Flag. When our game first began pre-production, Poravity was intended to be a first-person puzzle game that utilized clever portal placement and gravity manipulation to proceed. Once given the opportunity to choose our Capstone project, we began planning for our game to be built in Unity. However, as time went on, we realized that our initial vision was far more cumbersome than we anticipated. Because of this, our humble puzzle game became a uniquely styled multiplayer first-person shooter, which ultimately pushed us towards Unreal Engine 4 to best utilize network capabilities. Over time, thanks to player feedback, our game moved away from a first-person playstyle and into a third-person style, as the fast-paced flipping of the character was causing players to become confused, disoriented, and sometimes nauseous. Eventually, we began making other major changes based on playtesting, which turned our standard neutral flag game mode into the infiltration mode we have today, which is based off of the success of the one flag mode from Unreal Tournament. This change was met with the most resistance amongst the team, but was ultimately the choice we felt worked with our game in a way that it forced the most player-to-player interaction. As far as our major mechanics, we were also forced to cut our anti-gravity grenades that played a large part in our gameplay early in development. It wasn't until our final month that we decided it was too much of a hassle to try to get it to a functioning level that we were happy with. As a whole, Poravity plays like a standard third-person shooter, but with a major mechanical difference rarely seen in 3D games, being our gravity inversion. Through competitive analysis, we were able to nail down a fluid gameplay that felt both unique and fun, while still feeling familiar to shooter fans. While our core system is based around a Twitch-style alteration of gravity inversion, our other systems focus primarily on resource pools. We utilize player ability cooldowns, health, ammo, and a specific counter designated to how often a player is able to invert their gravity within a set period of time. By far, the most interesting feature of our game is our gravity inversion. Doing this changes gameplay in so many dynamic ways, each of which engages the player even more during their time with our game. In combat, switching gravity at the right time can mean life or death, being evading your would-be demise or using your crashdown ability to ensure that fate for the enemy player. Another feature that makes our game unique is the use of networking. Not only was networking a massive undertaking, but it also made our game stand out significantly amongst the other games coming through our course. Aside from our general gravity manipulation, we also implemented teleporters as well as anti-gravity fields, which, so long as the player remained inside, would give them zero gravity. Our health system was also unique, as players would not only be able to see their opposition's health by moving their crosshair over them, but also by seeing their color become more and more saturated as their health got closer to zero. After a player died, their body would be white as opposed to blue or red. Poravity's production was most certainly faced with many ups and downs. With every new design choice came a plethora of unaccounted for bugs. While we were certainly pleased with the outcome of our game, considering the sheer scope of the project, it was definitely an undertaking that took a lot out of our team. At first, we expected networking to be something that one person could handle on their own. This quickly became an issue as more and more design choices were being made with the implementation for each not accounting for the networking side of them. We each took this hardship as a chance to learn a bit of networking ourselves as to alleviate the pressure of our sole network programmer. This ended up being some of our most cohesive team-building exercises of any activity. That being said, what seemed to go wrong for us consistently was our lack of communication. Some personalities were much louder than others, which caused some ideas and tasks to fall by the wayside. We managed to pull ourselves together closer to the end, but at the same time, we were always teetering a lack of focus. Considering how much we had to put together based on the scope of our project, this was something we definitely could have worked better on. The better side of that coin, however, is that we learned what it was like to have to work with very different personalities and very different roles. While things definitely got stressful at times and tension certainly rose, we managed to keep our noses to the grindstone and push out work each and every week. Also, during these past 4 months, we were able to gain incredibly useful skills regarding networking and usage of a brand new engine for us in Unreal Engine 4. As we had only ever been introduced to the Unity engine prior to this project, taking out a brand new engine amidst a brand new system in reference to networking was the biggest learning experience we could have asked for. Not only did we push ourselves to learn these new tools, but we did so in such a way that we were able to put together this product to show you today. Thankfully, each of the hardships and stressful all-nighters have led us to this point, and with all of our ups and downs aside, we couldn't be more proud of our progress. Thank you.